In this part, we will learn and understand about the continuation patterns. Continuation pattern indicate a pause in the trend and signals the continuation of the established trend. The first continuation pattern is symmetrical triangle. This pattern can be found in uptrend or downtrend both. During an uptrend or downtrend, a pause comes when the stock goes into a consolidation, forming successive higher bottoms and lower tops. Volume generally decreases to the completion of the triangle. At one stage, volume dries up and range is almost absent. Suddenly, a breakout is observed with heavy volume and the trend continues in its direction. This is the example of symmetrical triangle pattern. We just join all the highs and lows with the trend line and get a triangle that is symmetrical in shape. At this point, the range is almost zero and breakout occurs in the upward direction. The previous trend was uptrend and for some time the prices goes into the consolidation, and after this breakout in upward direction, the trend resumes. So we can make our buying position here when we get a breakout in the upward direction. Ascending triangle is a bullish formation that generally forms during an uptrend. Ascending triangle pattern indicates accumulation and has a bullish bias before the breakout. In an established uptrend, prices consolidates in upward direction for some time but faces a resistance every time when peak is formed. This resistance line is same for all the peaks. All the lows in the triangle are higher and higher. Every time when prices reaches this resistance line, they fail to cross the line in upward direction. Volume diminishes from the starting of the triangle to the end. At one point, we get a positive breakout with huge volumes and uptrend resumes. We can make our buying position here at the breakout of this resistance line. This is example of ascending triangle pattern. The prices are in uptrend and they are resisting a upper trend line every time. If we join all the bottom of this triangle pattern, we get a ascending triangle pattern. When we get a breakout on this resistance line, upper trend line with heavy volume, we can make our buying position here as it is the indication of continuation of the uptrend. The descending triangle is a bearish pattern usually seen in downtrend. Successive lower highs are formed with prices taking support at certain level on downside every time. It shows that the selling pressure is high at every peak. Short-term traders can use this pattern for trading by selling at every peak, but long-term investors must stay away from the stock making this pattern. As the pattern approaches its completion, the volatility and volume decreases. A breakout is witnessed on the downside with heavy volume showing the great pressure of selling. In this way, this pattern gives the signal of the continuation of downtrend. This is the example of descending triangle pattern. The prices are in downtrend and they are making here a descending triangle pattern. Here we are getting a breakout in upward direction, so we will not make any position here because this is a bearish pattern and we are getting a bullish breakout here. When prices cross this lower trend line, here we can make our short sell position because this is the bearish continuation pattern, and after getting this breakout at this lower trend line, we can make our short sell position as the prices resumes the downtrend. Flag patterns is a short-term pattern seen in uptrend and downtrend both. The prices mark a small consolidation and preceded by a sharp advance or decline. Flag patterns slope a little, and if not, then it is a rectangle pattern. It is sloping, so it is a flag pattern. If the pattern is horizontal, then it is a rectangular pattern. If the established trend is up, then flag would slope down, and if the established trend is down, then the flag should slope up. A breakout is achieved with great volumes in the opposite direction of the flag. This is the flag pattern in uptrend, so flag pattern is sloping down. The flag pattern is in downward direction. We will get a breakout in upward direction. And we can make our buying position here when prices break this upper trend line. This is example of flag pattern. Prices are in uptrend and they are going in consolidation phase for some time and making a flag pattern here. Prices are in uptrend, so the flag pattern is slightly sloping down. We are getting a breakout in upward direction when prices break this upper trend line, so we can make our buying position here. If the range is wide, this range is wide, then alert trader can take advantage of this range. They can sell here and buy here if this range is wide. This is the example of rectangular pattern. This flag pattern is the sloping down, but this rectangular pattern is horizontal. So if we get the breakout at this upper trend line, this resistance line in upward direction, we can make our buying position here. The cup and handle is a bullish pattern that makes a consolidation period for some time, forming the cup-like shape. In an established uptrend, a sell-off takes place, forming the initial part of the cup. Trend remains uncertain for some time and then an upmove is witnessed. After reaching the previous high, prices correct again to form a handle-like shape. If the volume increases and a breakout is witnessed, then trend can consider stronger. This is the example of cup and handle pattern. The trend is uptrend and for some time prices are going in consolidation phase. The sell-off is taken place here, forming a cup-like shape. This is the cup-like shape, and then we get a handle here. The handle usually makes the shape of falling wedge here, and when we get a breakout on this handle with a heavy volume, we can make our buying position here. Falling wedge is a continuation pattern and is a bullish pattern. We have learned about the two patterns, that is falling wedge and rising wedge, in the part 1 also, that are reversal patterns. So please don't get confused. We can differentiate between the patterns with the help of trends. If falling wedge pattern is seen in the downtrend, then it is a reversal pattern, and when it is seen in an uptrend, then it is a continuation pattern. Moreover, during reversal patterns, these two patterns shows the overbought and oversold range of oscillator, but in continuation pattern, there is nothing like that. In an uptrend, stock gets in consolidation, forming the wedge sloping down. After a positive breakout, prices resumes uptrend. We get a positive breakout, so we can make our buying position here. This is the example of falling wedge. Prices are in uptrend and they are making a falling wedge pattern sloping down. We get a breakout here with a gap. In this example, we are getting a gap here, so it is the confirmation of the continuation of this pattern, this uptrend. We can make our buying position at the opening of this candle. Rising wedge pattern is a bearish continuation pattern. After a heavy sell-off, prices rise for some time, making higher highs and higher lows, but contracting. They are contracting at the end of this pattern, and breakout occurs at the lower wedge and trend extends itself. The prices are in downtrend and for some time they are giving a pullback rally. At the contraction of this pattern, we are getting a breakout at the lower trend line, the support line. So we are getting a breakout here. We can make our short sell position here.